Good morning, ladies. I'm finally doing it. It's taken me 3 years, but I'm finally making another video for you. So this should get us through the next 3 years, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I am in beautiful Puerto Morales, and I have no clue how the sound is working on this, but we'll see. We'll go from there. Anyway, sit up nice and tall, hands in your lap, eyes closed. And just start to connect with your breath. What brought you to the studio today? A check-in of how you're feeling. Acknowledging those things that are sitting within you that you no longer need to carry on. Start to let some of that go. Work on connecting with your breath a little bit deeper. A little bit more of an inhale and longer of an exhale. You begin to bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze the tension, roll them back and down, and just do that a few times, just bringing them up, rolling them back and down. With your shoulders back and down, turn your head, look over your left shoulder. Turn, look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your right hand down. You can push your palm towards the ground or wrap that right arm behind your back. Give it a pull. And then find a little movement here. Lift your chin or bring your chin to your chest. Just nice and slow, checking into the different muscles on the right side of your neck. Come on back up and switch sides. Ear to shoulder, drop your hand down, wrap it behind your back. Give it a tug. And again, check into that side of your neck, lift your chin, or slow roll your chin to your chest. Bring your chin all the way down towards your chest and allow it to trace each collarbone. Slow and controlled, up one way and down, up the other way and down. Then slowly start to roll your head around in big circles. Change direction. Same thing at your waist, nice big hip circles. You can start to link your breath if you exhale as you go forward and inhale as you come back. And then change direction, go the other way. Exhale as you go forward, inhale as you come back. Back to center. Interlace your fingers, push your palms up and away, reach to the sky, reaching all the way to the sky. Finding that space between your ribs and your hips. Lean to your right. Drop your right hand down. Continue to reach with your left as you push your left hip into the mat. Turn your torso, look up to the sky, rotate open. And then spin that hand down. Left hand meets your right. Just a gentle twist. Coming back to center, same thing. Interlace your fingers, reach up to the sky, shimmy around a little bit. Finding movement. And then lean to the left, drop your left hand down, reach with your right. Turn your torso, look up to the sky. And then spin that left hand down to meet your right, or right hand down to meet your left. Back to center. Bring your right arm out, thumb up, pull it across your body, and then let your shoulder drop from your ear. Release, same arm, so right arm out, thumb up. Turn your thumb down, then bring it across your body. Shoulder drops. And shrug your shoulders, other side, arm out, thumb up, pull it across your body. As you actively pull, then release that shoulder from your ear. Release, same thing, thumb down, pull it across your body. Relax, shoulder shrugs. Take your right hand high, reach to the sky, bend your elbow, pat yourself on the back. You're awesome. And then take your left hand on your right elbow and just give a little pull. Always the option to rub on that tricep too. And release. Same thing other side. Left arm up, pat yourself on the back, reach up, grab your elbow, and give it a pull. And release. Shoulder shrugs a few times. Let's make our way onto our hands and knees for tabletop. So hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to find our cat and our cow. So as we inhale, lift your head, drop your belly. As you exhale, pull that belly in, round your back, drop your head. Find movement, let your hips go side to side. Couple rounds of cat and cow on your own. Knees wide, come to neutral spine, bring your knees wide, let your big toes touch, and sink your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. Slowly make your way back up to tabletop. Extend your right leg back. Keep the ball of your foot on the ground. Push your heel towards the back of your mat. So while we're here, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit and straighten that left leg, so then you're in a one-leg plank, you can always bring that knee back down. Just kind of changes things up a little bit, engages that core. Do that a couple times. Shift your weight onto your left hand, your left knee, bring your right hand high. And release that down. Extend your left leg back, ball of your foot on the ground, heel pushes back, just waking up that left calf. So same thing here as we did on the other side. If you're feeling adventurous, you can always raise that right leg into a one leg plank. Bring your knee back down. You do that a couple times, just engaging that core. And then when you do bring that knee back down, push your heel back so it stretches that calf. Shift your weight onto your right hand, your right knee, bring your left hand high. And release that down. Back to tabletop. Bring your right hand high. We're going to thread the needle. So bring your right hand high, rotate that body, and then palm up. Roll onto your right shoulder. Slowly release it. Bring that right hand back high. And on down. Switch sides. Left hand high. Thread the needle underneath. And release. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes. Straighten your legs. Plank. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. While we're here, find movement. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Up on your toes or down in your heels. Couple shoulder shrugs. Always the option to go into a three-legged dog, bringing one leg high, maybe bend your knee, peel open your hip. Two more deep breaths. Look towards your hands, walk forward, make your way to ragdoll. Knees bend as much as they need to. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Bring your hands to your hips, hinge at your waist, and come all the way up to standing. So starting out in mountain pose, bring your heels under your hips. Toes all point forward, hands gently by your side. Grounding down through both feet. Engage your thighs, feel your kneecaps pull up. Pull in your belly, strong core. Shoulders roll back and down, hands to heart center, a deep breath of gratitude. Set an intention for your day. What do you want to cultivate, manifest for your day? Take a deep breath in, reach to the sky. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lean to the right. And up to the left. Find goalpost arms, heart lifted. Send those hips forward. Bring your hands through heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise all the way to the sky. Reach, lean to the right. And up to the left. Goalposts. Send your hips forward. Exhale it all out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do one more. Breathe it in, rise all the way to the sky. Reach to the right and to the left. Goalposts, heart lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold, bend your knees, sit your hips back into our chair pose. So remember, in our chair pose, we have a space between our knees and we're actually pushing out. So we keep that space the same, but we're pushing our knees out to help ignite that backside. Bring your hands up to the sky. Pinkies turn in, shoulders slide down. Just hanging out in our chair pose. Windmill open to the right. Inhale up. Windmill open to the left. Inhale up. Sink down a little bit lower. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Raise your right foot up. Step it straight back. Crescent lunge. Let's turn to the sideways here. So your right foot is forward. Your left foot is back. Crescent lunge. Toes all point forward. That back heel lifted. Bring your hands up to the sky, but then let them relax on down. See if you can windmill open to the right. Inhale back up. Drop your back heel down, find warrior one. Straighten your front leg, reach as far forward as you can. Inhale up, bend your front knee, warrior one. We'll try that again. Inhale, straighten, exhale, reach. This time come down to the ground or your block. You can stay here, you can bring your right hand high. So now while you're here with that right hand high, pull your collarbones forward, send your right hip back, lengthening your spine as much as possible. Bring that right hand back down. Put a bend in your front knee, rise all the way back up. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, shoulders broad, and lift your heart up. Option to go into humble warrior from here. Inhale your hands high, open all the way up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg for a moment, level out your hips. With your hips level, then slide that right knee forward so that it's stacked on top of your heel. Bring your arms up, but relax your shoulders down. Look down your right hand. Maybe close your eyes. Palms up, reverse your warrior. Left hand down, right hand high. Inhale, up, extended side angle, that right forearm down. Left hand high. Important here that you're not putting all your weight down onto that right thigh. You're just more or less just using it for a little bit of support. Your left hand is actively reaching up. Inhale back up, warrior two, straighten your front leg. Swing your hips to the left, reach your right hand forward, triangle pose. Inhale up. Let's bring our left hand down, reach your right hand the other direction. Inhale up. Let's turn our toes so that they're all facing the same direction. Wide leg straddle. Bring your hands behind your back, put a little bend in your knees, and forward fold. Hands can stay by your waist or they can float up towards your head. Bring your hands down to the ground. Walk them out in front of you, maybe a foot and a half. Keep your left hand down, bring your right hand high in a nice twist. Switch, right hand down, left hand high. Release that down. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Back to the middle. Hands to your hips, hinge at your waist all the way up to standing. Hands to the small of your back. Roll your shoulders open. Send your hips forward. Lift your heart up. Back up to center. Turn your torso to the right. Right foot spins forward. Left heel follows. Back to crescent lunge. Start to shift onto your right foot. And maybe start to take flight. Moving into airplane. Take your left leg around your right. Left arm under. Elbows pull up and away. And release. Sweep your hands high. Deep breath in. Lean to the right. And up to the left. Goalposts, heart open. Send those hips forward. Exhale it all out. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Sit your hips back. Find your chair again. Shoulders sliding back and down. But turn so I'm facing the other way now. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Raise your right foot up. Step it straight back, crescent lunge. So your toes are all pointed forward. That back heel is lifted. Hands reach to the sky. Moving slow, windmill open to the left. Inhale back up. Drop your back heel down, warrior one. Straighten your front leg, reach as far forward as you can. Inhale up, bend your front knee, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach. Hands come down towards the ground. So while we're here, pulling your collarbones forward, send your left hip back, lengthening your spine. You can stay here, you can keep your right hand down and bring your left hand high. Release that down. Put a little bend in your front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Shoulders broaden, lift your heart up. You can stay here or you can pull your chest forward for humble warrior. Inhale your hands high, open all the way up, warrior two. Shoulders slide down. Straighten your front leg, level out your hips. And then front knee slides forward again. Look down your left hand, maybe close your eyes. Unless you're where I'm at, then keep your eyes open because it's really beautiful. Palms up, reverse your warrior. Inhale up, extended side angle. Inhale up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. I see you down there. Reach your left hand forward, triangle pose. I have a crew of comedian women behind me down at the pool. I'll show you later at the end of the broadcast. Inhale up, bring your right hand down. Left hand reaching back. You have terrible aim. Turn your torso. Lift your back heel. Shift onto your left leg, find airplane. Bring your right leg around your left, right arm under, find eagle pose. And release. Coming back onto your mat. Heels are directly underneath you. Start to shift your weight over to your left foot. Bring your right foot out in front. You can stay there. You can go knee to hand. Or if you're feeling really good, maybe go out to the side. Back to center and release. Switch sides. Left leg out. Knee to hand. Maybe out to the side. Back to center and release. Coming back onto your left foot, bring your right foot out in front. You can stay here again, or you can go knee to opposite hand and maybe twist to the right. Release on down and switch sides. Come on to your right foot, bring your left foot out in front. Knee to opposite hand. Maybe rotate open to the left. Release it down. Last one, tree pose. Come on to your right foot. Left foot to your ankle, maybe your calf, maybe up into your inner thigh. Hands to heart center. Or option to reach to the sky. Release it on down. And switch. On your left foot, right foot to your ankle, your calf, maybe your inner thigh. Hands can stay at heart center, or you can reach to the sky. And release. Sweep your hands, deep breath in, lean to the right, and up to the left. Goalposts. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands down, step it back into our tabletop. From tabletop here, let's step our right foot forward, let your left hip lunge down. There's a lot of variations here, so if you want to go down onto your forearms, you can. If you want to bend that back knee, you can. Always the option here also to bring your right hand high. Release that down. Shift your weight towards your left heel, straighten your right leg. and release. Switch sides, step your left foot forward, let your right hip lunge down. Again, you can bring your left hand high. Release that down, sit back towards your right heel, straighten your left leg. And release back to tabletop. We'll do one more downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide, straighten your legs, find downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step forward into sitting. So cross one leg behind the other and have a seat. Let's straighten our right leg. Step your left leg up and over. If you want to angle that right leg to the other side of your mat, opposite corner, then you have more space to work with here. Long spine, opposite shoulder to your knee, and let's twist it out. Coming back to center, keep your foot on your thigh and just drop your knee down and lean forward. Come on back up and switch sides. Bring your right leg out, step your left leg over, long spine, twist it out. Just in case anyone's wondering, it's 85 and sunny here today. I'm scheduled to go home in 2 days and I'm kinda not ready. Rotate back to center, drop your knee down and lean forward. And back up. Both legs straight out in front. Shimmy around a little bit. Work to get those sit bones flat on the ground. Your hamstrings work to be on the ground as well. If there's a little bend in your knees, that's okay. You can even put a pillow or bolster under there. But sitting up really tall, trying to avoid that rounding of your low back, just walk your hands down your shins. So then while we're here, every inhale, see if you can lengthen, and every exhale, see if you can pull forward just a little bit more. Do that a few times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull forward. We're here 3 more breaths. Come on back up to center. Bring your feet wide. Again, sitting up tall, walk your hands down the middle of your mat. Walk your hands over to your right side. Walk your hands over to your left side. Back to center. And back up. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Baddha-Konasana. Feet touch, knees wide, sitting up tall, walk your hands forward. Come on back up. Keep your feet together. Slide them out in front as far as they're possibly able to go, and then forward fold. And come on back up. Heels on the ground, shoulders roll back. Lift your feet, find your boat. Release your feet to the ground and see if you can, one vertebrae at a time, roll slowly onto your back. So now we have our feet flat, our knees bent. Walk your heels towards your hips just a little more. Push the small of your back flat. So we're really tightening our core muscles here. And then lift your hips up. Work to have your knees, your hips, your shoulders all in a straight line as you lift. Always the option here, if you want to challenge yourself, raise one leg or the other. And slowly lower down. Walk your feet to touch, ankle bones touch, knees touch, squeeze your knees, lift your hips. And lower down, soles of your feet touch, knees drop wide. Squeeze your heels together, lift your hips. And relax on down. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and start to find a few breaths here. Gently bring your knees up to your chest. Just gently rock side to side. Massaging that low back. Take your right foot on your left thigh. You can reach around your left leg, pull towards you. So there's another variation to this as you're pulling towards you. You can just grab a hold of the bent leg. I guess they're both bent. So grab a hold of the top leg and pull that to your chest. So now your arms are holding your knee towards your chest. Your left leg can go straight to the ground. And then slowly release, bring both knees to your chest, rock side to side. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left foot on your right thigh, reach around your right leg, pull towards you. And if you're feeling like this is intense enough, stay there. Otherwise, cradle that left leg in your arms and let your right leg go straight. And then release both knees to your chest, rock side to side again. We'll find happy baby. So let your knees drop wide, reach up, grab your feet. Rock side to side. From here, keep a hold of your right leg. Let your left leg go to the ground. So we're holding a one leg happy baby. We're going to bring that right knee off to the left. So use your left hand to pull that right knee over. Keep that right shoulder on the mat. Back to center. Both knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Find happy baby. Again, keep a hold of that left leg now. Let your right leg go to the ground. Bring that right or left knee off to the right. Keep your left shoulder on the mat. Bring your knees back to center. Wrap your arms around your legs. Again, rocking side to side. Give yourself a really big hug. And then roll to your right side. All the way to your right side, and then bring your left shoulder back to the mat. Release back to center. Drop your knees to the left. Roll your whole body to the left, and then bring your right shoulder back. Bring your knees back to your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a really big hug, and then let your legs go straight. Let your feet splay open. Shoulder blades flat on the ground, palms up, finding your Shavasana. Every exhale, see if you can sink deeper into that mat. to wiggle your fingers, your toes. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. Roll to one side. Hands to heart center, a deep breath in. And a long, slow exhale out. One more breath in and breath out. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste, my friends. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. Go outside and play a little bit.